Hi everybody, I'm going to show you how to make your independent art page on our website. So go to our page, independent art, and the fun part here is there's not too many parameters of what you need to do. So if you go here to our to week 7.3, you're going to see I'm looking for 4 things. So I'm looking for the title to read independent art projects, that you've uploaded your projects from the previous weeks, and that you've created categories, and that there's captions underneath each image. Okay, so I'll walk you through what that means right now. So first, you want to change the title. Okay, and maybe you can just write something simple for now. This is artwork I created during our independent art during our independent study portions of class this year. We say the independent study portions of class this year. We could even say, let's be more specific. Let's say 2020/21. A bit longer. You can fit all the text. Okay, and let's make sure it's centered. Yep, centered. Good. Okay, now I'm going to delete stuff. So I'm going to delete the old lady. We'll delete everything. Okay, even the footer, and make sure this is deleted. Great. Okay, now I've got a blank slate. All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to go to my independent art project folder. And I can see I've got some of my own personal artwork in here, for example. I have, I would say, 3 different categories. So these are all paintings, okay? These are sketchbook projects down here. And these I'm gonna, even though they're drawings, I did alter them in Photoshop, so I'm gonna say that they are digital art. Okay, so I've got 3 categories I want that I need to make. Okay, and I can actually start creating a folder just to make sure that like I'm organized as we're going through the year. So maybe I can write paintings for one. Maybe I can make another one for digital art. Maybe I can make another one for sketchbook. All right, and let's just move them in there because, you know, it's just making sure that we're organized, especially in this independent art project folder, because we're going to have a lot more of those projects through the year. Great. Now I have organized it. I've got 3 categories. All right, so I can go back here and I'm going to make titles for each one of my categories. So that's the first step. I'm going to work on one category at a time. Okay, so I'm going to do paintings first. Create a text box first. Let me show you how I did that. I did that pretty quick. So I double clicked and then I selected the text right here. Okay, now I'm going to write, what did I say? Paintings. And I'm going to do all caps. And I'm going to make it a title. Boom, there's my category. Now, I can go back to insert. And now I want to figure out, I remember I had 4. Now there's a few ways of doing this. So you could select some of these pre-made templates, right? So like this little mountain with a sun or a moon, this is the image and this is where the text would go. We did this for the Elements of Art project. Feel free to use any of these templates that you want. I'd say if they get too small though, like I would say they might be too small. So keep them in the larger part. I mean, you can use them, but then change the size. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I'm actually, there's another thing that we can do too, which I will show you in another video, which is called carousel. If you have a lot of something, we can put all of our images into one, but I'll go over that in a little bit later. So I have 4 images for my paintings. So what I'm going to do is I am going to select this, and same one that I did last time. I'm going to select this one, copy and paste it. Now I'm going to insert my images from Drive, find my folder, and I remember that I'm doing paintings. Okay, paintings. So I can select this and double click it. Select just this box, double click the next one. Select just this box, double click the next one. But Mr. Harder, they're kind of cropped. I wonder if you remember how to not uncrop them. So select just the image and click uncrop. Boom. Select the image. Oops. Uncrop. And you see how this actually made it's a little bit shorter? Well, you can, instead of stretching this one, shorten this one. That's pretty good. Great. Uncrop. Uncrop. Great. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to add my titles. Actually, I'm going to go back. What do I need to include? I need to include under my captions. You have captions under each image that shows a medium and date. Okay, so this is a gouache painting. And down here, then I can write the date. And I think, let's just put today's date, 9/29. There we go, that's it. And I can do the same here. And actually, I'm going to be a little bit more specific. Say gouache painting on wood, because I painted on a wood canvas. This is another gouache painting. Gouache is kind of like watercolor, but a little bit, but it doesn't run as much. Gouache painting on handmade paper. Okay. And then I can put the date. Okay, now my first section is done. And I can move on to my next section. So I've got my 4, and then, as you're going, guys, you can, as we're going through the year, you can just drag another one of these in here and add some more as you go. Okay, for right now, we're going to move on to our next one, which is digital art. Okay, so here I've gotten the 3 layout here, even though I don't have a third one. I'm putting it in there because I know I'll probably do more sketchbook projects later. I'm going to uncrop them. I'm going to leave that one the same. Now, with the sketchbook, you've done different things in your sketchbook. So I'm going to write sketchbook. I'm actually not going to write sketchbook. I'm going to write pen and ink drawing. And, if you've done other things like use colored pencils, just kind of write what you've used, what you've done. And then, of course, the date. Okay, so there we go. So now I have it. I want to make sure that I've done this correctly. So I got my categories: paintings, digital art. Oh, I forgot one. Oh my gosh, I need to put the sketchbook one. But wait a minute, I didn't do it after this. Well, I can double click here. Write it here in the box, and actually see this little button right here. If I click and drag it, I can move it. So I can click, drag it, and move it right there. Boom. Let me show you that again. Click, drag, and drag it until you see that blue line all across the top, and let go. There you go. That's how you create sections and categories in your independent art page. So let me double check. So the web page has a title that reads independent art. Let me see. Okay, it does. Great. Next, the web page can't speak. The web page has images that the student has created during weeks of independent study. Well, of course, yes. I've got my images in here. Great. Okay, there's a caption under each image that has a title, medium, and date. I'm not requiring you to do a title, so I'm going to change that to just medium and date. And then there is at least one category, for example, sketchbook, that is above the images. So, you know, if all you have is sketchbook images, right? Then all you can upload is sketchbook images. So just make sure you have a title and you're good to go. That's what that means, okay? All right, that's it. I can't wait to see what you do, and I'll talk to you later.